Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Lightroom. I don't know about you guys, but I love that specific moody look you see on certain photos. There's something about it. So today I'm gonna teach you how to take an ordinary photo and turn it into a very moody photo. So let's dive into Lightroom and we'll go from there.
All right, guys, so as you can see, I basically just snapped this photo in my backyard. Nothing really extraordinary about it, just a whole bunch of trees. The sky was kind of cool, but that's about it. So the first thing I do is I go in and I kind of start messing with the temperature a little bit. I kind of adjust to what I like. Then I'm gonna kind of go in here and I'm gonna mess with the highlights, kind of bring them up just a skosh. I'm definitely gonna bring my shadows up, because I like that washed out look a little bit more, bring up my whites a little bit, drop my blacks just a little bit. Then I'm gonna do my clarity. Now you gotta be careful with clarity because it will definitely look weird. So we're gonna be careful with that. I normally come in and I'm gonna drop the vibrance and drop my saturation a little bit. Then we're gonna come over to curves and I'm gonna just start to do a basic S curve. Nothing too crazy, just giving me a little bit of something right here. I'm actually probably gonna bring those shadows up a little bit more because the S curve is kind of fighting me a little bit. I kind of bounce between these two. So if you see me kind of go between the two, that's kind of it. I'm kind of feeling it as I go. I'm gonna add a few more little dots down here and bring up my shadows just a little bit. And I'm also gonna bring in my highlights. So even though I'm clipping, I'm kind of closing everything in at the moment. Let me kind of adjust this just a little bit to get it right where I want it. The main thing is take your time. I know I'm kind of going through this fast, but definitely take your time, figure out what you like specifically. Don't move on until you're kind of happy with the steps that you're at. I think that's looking pretty good. Maybe just a little bit more right there. Yeah, that's looking okay. Let's see how we're looking right there. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So let's get this out of the way. Let me scroll up here and let me get this out of the way too. Now we're gonna come in here and we're gonna start messing with our hue. I'm definitely going to bring the yellows down a little bit. Gonna bring the greens down a little bit. Yeah, that's looking pretty good right there. I think I'm gonna bring the reds probably 24, 25. Yeah, maybe not quite that far. Let's do maybe 15. That looks good. And then let's bring our aqua up, bring our blue up. And yeah, I'm kind of liking how that's looking. Yeah, I'm not really worried about purple and magenta at the moment. Now let's go in here in the saturation. Definitely gonna grab the yellows, bring those down a little bit. I'm trying not to go crazy with this. Definitely gonna bring the greens down a little bit. Let's see, kind of liking how that's looking. Let's bring the oranges up just a little bit, kind of warm it back up just a touch. And we'll drop the reds just a little bit to kind of even things out. We'll bring the blues up just a little bit. And we'll also bring the aqua up just a little bit. And let's go down here to luminance. We're gonna bring the red way up. We're gonna drop the orange. We're gonna drop the yellow. No, I'm not liking that. We're gonna bring that back up. We're gonna bring the green back up. And yeah. Let's bring the blue up just a little bit right there. And we'll drop the aqua just a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. All right, so let's go to the camera calibration. Let's bring our blue primary down to teal a little bit. Let's bump the red to more the orange. Yeah, I'm gonna do that to 45 in the blue just because I have OCD. And yeah, I think we're okay with that. Let me get out of this right here. Let's go back into our colors. See what's bothering me. Let's bring the oranges back down just a little bit. Bring the greens up a little bit. See how it's kind of looking. Maybe bring the yellows up just a touch. after. Before, after. Yeah, that's good. Let's get out of there. Let's go into split toning. I'm gonna grab the highlights and I'm gonna bring the hue of the highlights into this more orange, yellowish, golden kind of color. And we're gonna bring the shadows to more teal. Yeah, before, after. I'm gonna take that blue a little bit more in the shadows to teal, just a little bit more to the green. I always like double checking it as I go so you don't get stuck. Something that's bothering me is I'm actually gonna bring the tint a little bit to the magenta side. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. Yeah, it looks better. So I'm gonna grab this mask and I'm gonna kind of draw it in the corner just a little bit. Let me hit reset on that. And we're gonna drop the exposure just a little bit, feather that out, just to bring that eye a little bit more. Click done. We're gonna do another one right here, kind of in the same spot. Do the same thing, reset, bring the exposure down, nothing crazy, just right there. That looks pretty good. And click done. Now we're gonna get to the sky. So let's click this round mask. We're gonna bring it pretty close to covering the whole sky. We've got some room for feathering. Always click reset so you're actually dealing with what you have. Oh, and make sure you always hit invert, otherwise you're gonna be doing the opposite side of that mask. Let me adjust this feather just a little bit. I'm gonna bring the, let's bring the exposure too far, a little too far. Right there is good. Let's bring the tint a little bit more to the green. Let's take it all the way there, actually, yeah. And let's bring the temperature, cool it off just a little bit. So we got a little bit more of that green and blue vibe going. Click done. Yeah, I'm kind of digging that. And the one thing I'm not digging is this little hot spot we've got going on in this corner. So we're gonna click another mask. We're gonna kind of drag it out. I'm gonna reset that. And I'm gonna bring the exposure down a little bit, feather it out. It's not gonna fix it completely. I'm actually gonna bring the highlights down just a little bit. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. I don't mind it, I just don't want it blinding us and drawing your eye away from it. So let's do another round one and do this like lower half area we have right here. Go through the whole steps. Make sure I check the feather, reset, invert. So I'm actually working on what I'm working on. Whoa, with the exposure. Just a little bit. If you bring it up too high, you'll see it start to touch into the other circle we have going on. So let's bring that out a little more oval. Cover the bottom half. Just a toy with that. Just a little bit, kind of showing the difference. And yeah, it looks good. Click done. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Just one more thing I think is bothering me. Let's bring that vignette down just a little bit right there. Just enough. I know we put it in the corners already in some, but it kind of rounds it out. And I like that. Yeah. Sit back, click it, double check it, and I think we are done. That is your Moody photo tutorial.
So there you go, guys. I hope you liked it. If you want to see more of these kind of tips and tutorials on Lightroom, Photoshop, anything more in photography, let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. You guys are amazing. I will see you next time. I'm out.